All right, guys, let's take a moment and rank some Christmas films.
Santa always freaked me out as a kid and even now as an adult.
I, for one, am intrigued as to how we rank these films.
We got 61 films to rank, and already I am not recognizing some of these. Maybe it's because Christmas films are almost always the same and they all blur together.
There are definitely ones that are better than most.
I can see some real stinkers in here as well. This might start a war in the comments section.
Our tiers are legendary, great, good, bad, horrible, trash, and never watched. I can see a good lot of these being bad, though. First up is Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol. Came out in the late 2000s, and honestly, I'm kind of conflicted as to where to put this one.
It's the one that scared me the most for sure.
It's nowhere near legendary, but it's one of those films that I don't have a bad time watching, even if it is truly uncanny.
I agree with that. I'll place it here in the good tier. Not fantastic, but not reindeer shit either. A Christmas Story, it's indeed a classic, but my God, the amount of times TV programs shove this movie in my face kills the excitement for it.
Yeah, and I do agree that it is better than the Jim Carrey movie. We already probably started a war for that decision.
Obviously, Charlie Brown's Christmas is an easy legendary rating, so no debate there. Arthur Christmas, on the other hand, is a mixed bag for me.
On one hand, I don't hate this movie, but I equally don't care for it either. It's not a movie I'd want to seek out and just let it play on regular scheduled programming. I don't care what anyone says, Bad Santa wasn't that funny of a movie.
I laughed hysterically. What are you talking about?
Because you think anything is funny, Joe.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Don't fucking at me, you cretins down below. Easily legendary.
Oof. This is also a movie that'll start a war down below.
I would have considered Elf legendary if it wasn't milked and marketed to death.
I don't know what Eloise is, and I've never watched Four Christmases. Vince Vaughn isn't an actor I thoroughly enjoy either.
I've seen it, and yeah, I'd place it in the bad category. Nothing really stands out in that one.
Yes, the Frosty the Snowman movie or specialer thing.
A timeless classic, that one. Not legendary or particularly great, but it's just generally good as a whole.
Oh my, I wonder where we'll place Gremlins.
If you couldn't tell by the sarcasm, Gremlins is an easy legendary tier, along with the first Home Alone movie. And also, without any sort of sarcasm, Home Alone 2 is definitely not legendary. Hell, I'd even say it's barely good, if not bad.
Joe Pesci really needed the paycheck to even consider returning, so that should say everything.
The worst part is that the sequels after this one got worse and worse.
I mean, Home Alone 2 and 3 are in the same ballpark to me when it comes to how I would rate them. We'll get to Home Alone 3 soon, but that's just how I feel about them.
I agree with the animated Grinch movie being legendary, but my God, this one was hard to watch. Jim Carrey did his damnedest, but everyone else made the movie near insufferable.
The man went through CIA torture methods to prepare for the film, and it just didn't save the movie for me.
True that, and I don't know what this movie is, probably some soap opera shit or something, I don't know.
Cue the angry fans of whatever this movie is. We don't really mean any offense to it nor its fans, but we just don't know it at all.
This will be a hard one for me to place. I absolutely adore this movie despite its campiness. But the heartfelt moments, as well as the birth of a legendary Arnold meme, would put this in the great category to me. Yeah, I don't know what this one is, sorry to say.
Miracle on 34th Street. I remember liking this movie when I was younger, but I don't remember too much from it other than the main girl from Matilda is in it.
It's not on enough for me to remember it, and my memory sucks as a whole. Is the other one some remake or whatever?
I don't remember which came first, and I believe I've seen both, but I just know the one with the Matilda girl more.
Mixed Nuts? Is that the movie with both Steve Martin and Adam Sandler in it?
It is, and whenever I saw it on, I wanted to punch Adam in his fucking face. Steve Martin is a great actor. He was just conjoined with one that's more wishy-washy in acting skills.
Adam can act and has done great movies. He just cannot stop being annoying in comedy films.
I wouldn't put it past you if you place this in the bad category.
I'll put it at the tail end of the good category since it flip-flops on a thin line between the two. National Lampoon is just not that funny nor engaging in the Christmas Vacation movie.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles should be legendary. John Candy and Steve Martin were fantastic together.
I can never get tired of watching that movie, ever.
Oh God, we have to rank the Polar Express now.
Their faces disturb the living hell out of me.
Oh, fuck yeah. I don't understand how we had Gollum, an excellently motion-captured character, to fucking nightmares. However, I cannot hate this movie since for some reason I am captivated by its world, and even with the weird Tom Hanks characters, and I do kind of enjoy the concept of it. But I will agree that the faces and the acting are nightmare fuel to behold. Just like most movies of this nature, and when it was made, it's timeless and nothing really wrong with it.
I want to say I've seen Scrooge, but I just don't remember anything good from it.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, I likely have seen it, but I don't remember anything notably bad in it, so I'll just put it under good, I guess. Don't know what that is. God, how many of these movies were there? Remember me saying these movies kind of blur together? This is what I meant with the stop-motion Christmas movies?
Donald, if you don't put The Nightmare Before Christmas into the legendary tier, it is considered a crime.
And the punishment would be a public execution.
Fucking chill, guys. I'm obviously putting it in the legendary tier.
Good. You people can put down your pitchforks for now.
The Santa Claus 2 with Tim Allen. Never cared for this one, but it's not a bad one either.
Never heard of Trading Places before.
We might need to do some homework after this is done.
I vaguely remember this one with Whoopi Goldberg. I initially wanted to place this in never watched because of how fuzzy it is in my memory. But now that I have a glimpse of it, I don't have too much of a problem with it. I just think it's a big old meh to me.
Not sure why Charlie Brown Christmas is here twice, but oh well.
The first Santa Claus with Tim Allen is superior to the sequel for me. I can't hate Tim being Santa. I mean, he really brings life to the screen overall. 8 Crazy Nights Can Burn in Hell. I fucking despise that film to its very core.
The poop jokes really edged that in for the trash tier.
Ernest Saves Christmas is a movie to be cherished. Yes, Ernest is annoying, but he is loved nonetheless. Rest in peace, Jim Varney.
Fred Claus is a weird movie to rank. It's not bad, but it's like they ran out of ideas when making a new Christmas movie with a live-action Santa.
And now we come to the third Grinch adapted movie. I firmly believe this one to be the worst of the 3. No real heart or soul to this movie. It makes the live action version look way better.
It's the case for most Dr. Seuss 3D animated films.
Unfortunately, anyway.
Like I said earlier, Home Alone 3 and Home Alone 2 are kind of the same for me when it comes to ranking them.
I've seen 3 more than 2.
Home Alone 4 can go straight to the fucking trash can to me. Not quite as bad as 8 Crazy Nights, but it's damn close. Jack Frost to me is a film I cannot hate for the life of me, even if it is kind of nightmarish.
Just friends with Ryan Reynolds. I don't remember fondly liking this one. Not terrible, just okay.
It has a lot of cliche 2000s tropes, but hey, every movie pretty much did. And just like the current pattern we have going right now, I do not know this one.
Despite my reputation, I never watched the Olsen twins Christmas movie / special either.
I'm trying to remember if I ever saw it on television, but I just can't paint a picture of it.
I like Tyler Perry's work, but this one didn't really hit the mark for me. It's decent, but nothing too special.
The Preacher's Wife is kind of a mess of a movie. I never cared for it nor sought it out.
From Training Day to whatever this was.
Again, these movies blur together. This one goes into the good tier.
Santa Claus 3 was a pretty decent film in itself. Martin Short did pretty good as Jack Frost. Not a terrible movie, just not a great one either.
When Obama said Fred Claus was made because Hollywood ran out of ideas, this one definitely was heading that route. I'm not going to repeat what I said about the stop motion films. Now, Santa Buddies, on the other hand, is just pure dog shit. Its only real saving grace is the cute puppies. That's it.
The Mitchell Musso song was a bop, though. Come on.
You mean the bland cover?
Yeah, that Hulk Hogan movie was ass. I remember seeing the SpongeBob Christmas special a few times, and it's good for what it was.
But why put it in the bad tier?
Because the way Nickelodeon treated Steven Hillenburg's death so disrespectfully knocks it down a peg.
The Night Before, can't say I liked it too much. Although I assume about half of it is Seth Rogen's stupid laugh.
His comedies typically revolve around that: weed, partying, and his irritating laugh.
My brain recognizes this one for some reason. I don't think it was anything horrible. Just a harmless Christmas film from 2001. Well, that is our tier list for 61 Christmas films.
We obviously need to do our homework for the ones we didn't watch.